perfectly, plus so many changes occurring in my body. And he himself and myself only knows, others don't know. So, correct? Would you like to sit there or want to go there? Go there. Good student. So that chair will be always there only. Right? Don't see, keep it there only. Somebody will watch the mobile. I will, okay. Now come on to the point. So, subject is science, ma, Satish. Subject is science. Because I will observe practically, then I will make my student to sit in the hard chair. No teacher will do like that. Because I like my students very well. I want make my student to be good. That's why a well-wisher always makes you to be sincere. Suppose, for example, you are there, ma, if you watch a mobile, will I lose 1 NP from my packet? But I want to, if I disturb him, at least he will answer the question or not. He said, name error also he said perfectly. That means he is concentrating or not. Like that. So don't think otherwise, sorry is sitting front and all. For your well-wisher only, I am going to be here. Okay, students, now come to the point. Enter the value 10 and then 2. What error is coming? Name error. So I should do what now? Need to import the module or not? Yes, come on, ma. From DIVOP import name, import division, correct or not? Yes, division of. Spelling mistakes you take care, ma. Division of. Fine. So, Shahu, who is your Python teacher? My Python teacher is called Rosam only. See, if I go and learn Python from some other teacher, I should not do that. I should not. Being a most experienced person, if I go and sit in some class, where is the credibility for me? Java also I did not learn from anywhere. I did not learn anything from any of the courses, from any of the teacher. I was just, of course, with my hard working. Java I learned on my own because I am my teacher in BTech, in BE, C++ one teacher was taught very nicely. With that basics, I learned self-learning is my perfect habit. So I have one complete talent. By learning something new, I can learn very easily. That is my extra knowledge. So I did not learn Java from anywhere. Python is just in front of Java. Python is a small particle only. So very easy. Nothing is there, ma. So that is what I am saying. I am the actually very good reader. I will go on reading many things. Even after going to home, I will read up to 11 o'clock. What I will read? Artificial intelligence I will read. Because new things are coming. New things are coming. Last Saturday or Sunday, I went to one function. In that function, some robots are kept. And when they put the button, one service provider that is. When they push the button, that person who is in girl who is there, she will directly come on some wheels and then they will give that food for you. I really wondered how much things they are going to be. So, something like. So, once you are also, I am saying, for everything don't go and sit in the class. Try to learn it. Self-learning is important, correct? Fine. So, self-learning is important. You don't go and join for every course sitting in Amirpet, not good. Once 22 years crossed, don't sit in the class. Sit in your room, buy laptop, stop using mobiles. Read. 2 times you read. 20 times you read, what is there? You will understand. You will understand. But only thing you don't have is patience is not there for you. Correct? Am I correct? Yes. So if you habituate that patience, you are the successful person. You are the most intelligent people than everybody nowadays students. So, but only thing is patience you try to get it. Okay, na? So let me go to that. So you understand my things. So, okay. Shahi is asking, sir, how do you remember all these things like Java, Python, DS, etc.? So, how can I remember daily reading? What will happen without remembering? How can we forget when we go on reading everything? When we practice it, practice it. Will you forget? No, we can remember, na? Like that. So practice makes you perfect, ma. So please do that. Now I am going to say, do this now. Execute now. Execute now. Execute now. What is happening? Import division. SION. Okay. Execute, students. Now enter the first value 10. Enter the value called 2. Who will enter these values? First understand the flow, all of you. Who will enter the value? End user. Good. Who will take? Main program will take. What is the main program name? Main program name, please. div op demo. It will take. Send the values to whom? Behind of this program, one background program is there or not? Yes, it will go to where? div op. Which function it is taking? What is the value of A? What is the value of A? What is the value of B? 2 is equal to 0. Return of what? AB. What is that 10 by 2? Return to the main program or not? Print what result? 5. 5 is printed or not? That means my function call gives either what? Result. Now gives result or not? Yeah, second time you run it ma, 10 and then what? 0. Who entered these values? End user. Who will take? Main program. Sending to what? Function. Function will take the values of 2, 10 and 0. What is the value of A? 10. What is the value of B? Very nice. B is equal to 0. True. Raise HYD error. That code you remember, mod. 0 is equal to 0. Raise which exception? Very good. Raise HYD division error. It is raising and sending to where? Main program. From wherever you are calling, either result will come or yes. When you are a student, when you are reading the notes properly, job will come to you. When you are not reading well, exception will come to you. To the same person, good and bad will come. Good means result, bad means exception. If you write the code perfectly, result will come. If you don't write proper input, what is coming? Exception will come. Exception is coming. Line number 6. Observe it now. Press enter key. See the result now. What is happening? See, such a big message is coming. Which line? Raising which exception? HYD. It is known as which message? Technical error message. I need to handle it or not? Handle. To handle the exception, what is required? Try and except block. Already note I wrote it in the catch block. Handling exception is equal to try block plus except block. I will write it. Where I will write it? Here only. Try I am writing. This statement only writing under where? Except. Tell me ma. HYD division error. See here. What is the message ma? Don't enter 0 for denominator. Don't enter 0 for denominator. Such a simple example I am telling to what? This thing. Right ma, Vamsi Krishna. I will show you ma, don't worry. Now, are you able to follow? Else block I am writing. Why else block I am writing? Yes. div of A comma B is equal to dot format of A comma B comma res. Yes. Now I am writing what? Finally block. Is it necessary to write or not necessary? Not necessary. In this case, not necessary. Why? No resources are present. Okay. Just only for, because in my example, I am from finally block. Actually, not necessary, students. Not necessary to write it. But in my example, all keywords are there. Did you understand? Whichever function is generating an exception, that only written in where? Try. The monitoring person. This is a processing person. Both of them are processing my exception. Please run my code once again, students. 100 and what now? 0. See, who is entering these values? End user. Who will take? main program. Sending to whom? Function. What is the function name? Division function. Going to some other program or not? What value there? A, B, 100 and 0. What is the condition? If B is equal to 0, true. Raise what? HYD division error. Yes. Sending to whom? Main program. In main program, am I handling it? Yes, because I am writing what? Yes. So it is definitely matching or not? What is hitting, I am catching. What is hitting, I am accepting. And I am giving my own message. But you will get an error now. Why error? Because I am not importing. HYD division error is a class name which is not there in this class. It was there in where? Some other program it is there. You run this code, you will get an error, student. See this now. Name error. HYD division error is not there. It is asking HYD division error. Do you mean? Because it is giving preference for what? Zero division error. But no, I want my own exception. So I will tell to PVM, PVM don't raise your own exception. Take my own exception. Come on fast. From HYD, import division error. Now I am taking. Nice. Now run the students. See that. So here, what happens ma? From the cannot import name. Say spelling mistake. Okay. Okay. What is happening there? HYD dot from HYD import HYD division error. Okay, one time. I hope it is class name you see once HYD division error, no problem. In the previous place, where HYD div. 1 minute you give me. Here DA division. Yeah, somewhere else some mistake is there. Here also division. Okay. All of you take the same thing. Import also from div. Silence. You please silence. If you speak na, I will get all of sudden difficulty. So you maintain silence. I will do the correction. Nothing to worry about. So now enter the value. 10 and what? 0. 10 and 0. So same name must be there without spelling mistake. If it is spelling mistake, error will come. What is happening? That exception is going to come. What is the message is coming? Don't enter 0 for denominator. I am from which block? Now you enter the value called 10 and then what? 2. What is the answer is coming? Answer is coming. Are you following? So in this previously we wrote what? Under except we wrote some predefined exception. Today I wrote my own exception or not? Easy or difficult? Easy. So coming to the point back, we wrote my own exception. Anything is doubt in this case? How many phases are there here? 3 phases are there. Number one, development of what? Programmer defined exception subclass. Second one is what? Development of programmer defined what? Common function which is raising the exceptions. Number 3 is called what? Development of specific program which is doing what? Handling the exception. 1 minute more, I will write in capitals. Handling what? exceptions. Handling what? Exceptions. Which is called what? Raising exceptions. Raising exceptions. Raising exceptions. What is this is called? Development of which exceptions? So, development of programmer defined exceptions. Of course, this is everything I will write in capital letters. Programmer defined exceptions. It is an important, students. Programmer defined exceptions. Defined exceptions. So one is called a development of exception, raising the exception, and then what? Handling. So to raise the exception, which keyword I used? Raise keyword. To handle the exception, which keyword I used it? Try, except I used it. Now I want to ask one small question. If you are ready to answer, you me how many keywords are there totally? 5 keywords. You tell me carefully. Which is the first keyword which is coming in this 5 keywords? Carefully tell me. Don't answer immediately. Listen first question. Try not is a what you think and then say. Exception birth starts with which keyword? Raise. Exception birth starts with which keyword? Raise. Once it raises, what is the next keyword? Try and accept. After that, try and accept depends on exception. Either else will come or. So what is the order of keywords in exception handling process? Raise, try, accept, else or finally. Else or finally anyhow will come. Except or finally will be coming depends on exception. I hope you are understanding. Yes. So coming to back, this is done. Coming to this area, students. Now here, I want to cover which keyword also? Raise keyword. So tell me, raise keyword is used by how many people? One is by the programmer for raising programmer defined exception. Used by PVM internally for raising predefined exception. So I will use it instead of typing that entire story. I'll get it from my previous things. So here exceptions are there. Under that, I will take a raise keyword. I will bring students. I'll bring raise keyword. See ma. D colon. Now I am writing here 6 p.m. Under that I will take exceptions here. There I am writing notes. I am pasting over there. You please observe it. Now see that case carefully. Raise is a keyword used for hitting, raising or generating the exception provided some condition must be satisfied. Of course, B is equal to 0, exception raising. Condition. Raise keyword always used inside of function definition only. Why? Functions are meant performing operations. Very good. So, PVM uses raise keyword implicitly for hitting predefined exceptions, whereas programmer makes the PVM to use raise keyword explicitly for hitting or generating programmer defined exceptions. Syntax number one. If test condition, raise exception class name. Syntax number two. DEF function name, list of formal parameters if any, and then doing something. If test condition, raise exception class name. Are you able to follow? So here I am writing example. Of course, you see raise keyword I am writing. If certain condition is satisfied, I am taking my own exception. And something like what this is a class like. Of course, this example is little bit like your class name and then importing like. Are you following me? Raise this class name is written. So raise keyword is clear, try is clear, except is clear, else is clear, and finally is clear. These are very, very important interview points of it. Any question, any points may ask in the FAQs. Programmatically, I am going to tell you a lot of examples. Let me move to the further. Is it clear? Right. You observe it. One more thing. Here, which exception is coming now? Which exception is coming? HYD division error. Do you have any more exceptions is coming in this program now? No? Value error is going to come. Good. execute. So student will be so, suddenly they will say answers. Think about it. That's what I'm saying. 10, now I'm saying KVR here. What is happening? Who is entering this? End user. End user is entering and accepted by main program. Line number 5, no problem now, because the 10 is converted. Line number 6, you see, exception will come or not? That exception I need, handle it or not?
Yes.
I did not handle so far, because I wrote line number 7 and line number 9, try and accept is written. Behind this, before that I have this statement. So it is going to be, see, value error is going to come. Value error is going to come. What is that error now? Value error. So I need to handle it or not? How to do it now? I say this type of statement I am writing. So here I am writing try I am writing. So here I am saying this type of thing. Here I am writing like this. Execute now. I wrote those two statements inside of try block only. Inside of those statements only I am writing. See this now. Py. See that now. 10 and then KVR is this. And I did not write, of course, which exception I need to write, mom? So except what error? Come on. Value error. Value error I need to write it. Value error I need to write it. So print of what? Don't enter ALNUMs, STRs and special symbols. Special symbols for ints, for integer values. Right or not?
Yes.
Yes. Now you tell me, if you are a very much forecasting programmer, 2024, 2026, you want to provide your program to be strong, I will write what here? That I need not to write, but I am making my program to be strong. So here I will write it. Here I will cut this. Now see, run this. 10 and KVR, you see, don't enter ALNUMs and etc. You enter 90 and 0, you see. Anything you enter, it will just stop your code. 10, don't enter anything. It is going to give you don't enter ALNUMs and numbers and etc. Are you following me? You say now dollar and you say percentage now. Of course, it is giving immediately the error only coming. Understand? You say 1000 here and you say 20 here. I am getting the answer. Division of this data is coming. Answer is coming or not? So anything you enter, that will be stopped. That is called a strong program, we can call. So here, by keeping one finishing touch, what is the finishing touch? Except. Except, I should not write anything over there. I should not write anything over there. What I will write? Print. Come on. No, oops, something went wrong. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. I said say something like this. So, of course, that will not come here. That will not come in our example. Why that is written? Why that is written? Future purpose. Future purpose. It is 60. It is for 6. Answer is coming. It is the data 80. It is the value 0. Exception is coming. It is 90. ABC. ABC. It is an exception is coming. It is something like an airbags in the car. Airbags, you know airbags in the car. It is kept for future security purpose. And don't tell this except without thing is equal to airbags. Like just an example I am quoting to make you to understand it quickly. Did you understand, students? Safety purpose for the future person purpose I am writing. It is a good habit of writing. In Amirpet, what they will do? They will remove this. This is they will remove this. They will remove. Okay, 1 minute. So students, it is went off. So here I need to write it. So okay, they will remove this because majority of the people cut it. They will say this is only called exception handling hunted. Is it exception handling? Or that is one of the worst exception handling I mean to say. So actual exception handling is this one. You ask these questions to somebody, they don't know what is the hierarchy of writing except blocks. One more also I will write it. See, now I want to tell you. See students, one small thing. Who is the super class for all exceptions? Who is the super class for all exceptions? Exception are, that means it is a parent, it is a parent, these are all called child. All the child addresses are available with whom? Exception. Go to the place. If you are too much concentration is there, exception I will write it. I will not write this statement. I will remove. See students, what is happening? Exception means what? Here value error is coming, here what error is coming? Division error is coming. HYD division error is coming. All of them are subclasses of what? And any exception is coming, there is a child of exception only coming. Who is having the right to take the rights of the child's? Parent. Parent. So parent is matching, this message is coming. This message is coming. So coming to this place, save this code and run this code once. Beautiful point this is. Execute it. See students, py, run this, div, 10 and 2, no problem. Now say 10 and 0. See students, whoop, something went wrong. Even though I defined my own exception, which is a child of exception or not. Say once again here. Say 10 you enter, KVR you enter. You see something went wrong.
హలో బా ఇంకా లేదు తినాలి మా వాడు అందరితో మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంది వాళ్ళందరూ ఫోన్ చేశారు వాళ్ళందరితో మాట్లాడుతుంది అయ్యో ఆడ మనం మొబైల్ పిక్ కంట్రోల్ వేసరిపోతుంది ये डिवाइस पहले इंस्टॉल किया तो वो काम नहीं किया इसलिए आपको बंदा हमें खुद ये अरे हाँ सर ये बना इसको कुछ रिचार्ज का कुछ नहीं होगा इसका रिचार्ज नहीं वो तो नहीं कुछ कोई चेंज नहीं किया था हाँ
object is
Recording
created.
in
Some object
progress.
created means internally what is calling? Message is coming. The object message is coming immediately. Object is created means it is called a constructor student. Constructor it is. So this part you don't worry. In the OOPS level, I am going to tell you the exception. In the OOPS level, I will tell you the exception that you don't worry right now. Okay. So at this point of time, exception E also you can write. Normal except statement you can write it. So the most flexible one is called what? The most flexible one is called what? Writing like this is the most flexible one. So let me take up the original one. Let me take up the original one. This type of answer I will write it. Something went wrong, I can say. Did you understand up to here? So coming to this point, this is related to which exception? Programmer defined exception. Types of exception. In this class, I made you to understand what are the phases. What is the development I set. So this raise keyword also I covered. With this all keywords cover with a small example. Tomorrow class when I come back, first 1 hour or first 45 minutes I will do different examples, small example, bigger than this one. I will enter into what? ATM related operations with exceptions I will go for it. Same example will come with what? Database implementation also you can do. Tomorrow ATM applications with exceptions I will explain. Next database communication will start after this chapter is over. We will start with what? Files, databases will start for storing the data permanently. Okay, na? Today's class is development of exceptions, raise keyword we understand, and next is called what? And whose importance and small example called one small example I mentioned it here. And how I wrote except keyword after that, how to write except with a division error, value error, everything is mentioned. Tomorrow I'll go for more number of examples on this area. Don't miss the classes. Okay? Thank you. Good day. Students in online, any doubts are there? You can raise your hand, my dear students. Students in online. Students in online, any more doubts are there? You can raise your hands. Online students, any doubts are there? You can raise your hands, ma. So meantime, I will upload the notes. Any errors, any doubts are there, you can put across. So no doubts, huh? So these days not asking any doubts. Following well or not following? Tell me, students, any more doubts are there? Tell me. So I'm uploading the programs. In the order and the order I am uploading, in the same order, you try to execute and by downloading this coding. So I uploaded that. You download it properly and then do it. Okay, ma. Any more doubts, please? Tell me, students, any more doubts?